Alright, this commentary is being done in post. There was an accident where it just, I don't know, whatever reason, didn't record. I'm going to cut it kind of short. I'm just going to make this, since it's the last stretch, I'm just going to make it kind of one long part. There's not going to be a lot of commentary. It's just, I want to apologize to the people that have been watching. This is the first game in a long time that just really got me mad. I don't know. It did everything it could to gradually irritate me more and more as it went along. Normally I can finish a game and, you know, usually not get too angry, even if it's a really bad game. You know, I went through Guys of the Wolf. I went through Day One Gary's, and so with pretty open mind, to be honest. I mean, they were terrible games, but, you know, I tried my best not to be every 3 seconds of the way like, oh, this sucks, it sucks, it sucks. But I do want to apologize if this walkthrough was overly negative. I don't know why, but the more I played it, the more I progressed along, it just irritated me. I don't really have an explanation. It really irritated me the more I played it. I don't know. Maybe it's the design. I do have a problem with the you know, it's 2D in a way. You know, it's 2D that sometimes has aspirations to venture into a third kind of sort of dimension, especially in like the combat, where enemies can be like kind of in the foreground and the background. And, you know, when you're trying to punch them, you'll punch the wrong one or something like that. The jumping, especially in the combats, doesn't always work. Sometimes you don't even jump over an enemy, you just jump in front of them. The cape stun doesn't like target anyone. It just kind of, you just have to be really close, otherwise it doesn't work. It's kind of the, you know, it doesn't work as well as the main games. Even Origins, which I thought was kind of a disappointing game, still had the, you know, basic combat down pretty solid. But I don't know, the more I played this game, the less I liked it. I hate the traveling. It's just, I don't know. And I like Metroidvania games. I like 2D, you know, this sort of thing. I like that. I like this genre. So it's not that. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I just don't feel like this particular game works that well in 2D. You know, the boss fights. I thought Penguins was terrible. That was terrible in my opinion. Penguins boss fight was absolutely one of the worst things I've played this year. It was actually hard. I would say it was harder than most of the bosses in Dark Souls. I don't know why. Maybe I was tired. Maybe I was just in a bad mood from the rest of the game. But just something about it just, I don't know, irritated me. And right now you can see I'm just trying to get back because they decided to pad out the game. Catwoman, you know, just you know, she got Bane. The whole thing was kind of a trick. She did this, you know, oh haha, you know, ha. I actually could have done this myself, but you came and I changed my plan, so now let's go. I'm going to get Bane, and oh, while you were gone for 3 minutes, you know, the 3 minutes it took you to get from, where were we, the administration building to the industrial, or not the industrial complex, the cell blocks where, you know, the, Arkham wing was, or whatever. Yeah, in those 2 minutes I planted 5 bombs across the entirety of the thing. I mean, come on. How does Catwoman get by here so quick? How do these enemies keep spawning? Why are there random spike strips? I still haven't figured that out. The spike strips really perplex me because why on earth would there be spike strips? Like, and it's not in like traversable areas by vehicle. It's inside buildings. There are spike strips, like just randomly dispersed spike strips. Why? Why are there spike strips? That makes no sense to me. It makes 0 sense to me why there are spike strips. You can see I'm trying to figure out right now how to get to the last package I need or whatever. But the spike strip thing, that irritated me a lot. I am getting a new controller, so hopefully games like this will be a little less irritating. I wound up having, for the final fight, my Y button I guess wasn't reacting properly. I've noticed these Razer controllers, their buttons just kind of deteriorate and, you know, fall apart, as it were. Yeah, I had to reprogram the Y button to the programmable button on the shoulder in order to, like, the final fight's comprised of 3 sections, all of which involve countering Catwoman and then using a cape stun and then punch, 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 punch. That's the entirety of the 3 sequences, repeated 3 times. So yeah, I don't know. little things in this game just really started to add up for me. Personally, I wasn't really enjoying. I try to finish all the games I do. Like this year, I think the only things I really didn't get to finish were Our Darker Purpose, which was a play till you die, and that series would have wound up being 500 videos, and I simply didn't have the hard drive space. And Earth Defense Force, which data got corrupted, and that's a very long, boring game. I mean, but and there's not much story, so I try to finish everything I can, but nah, just didn't happen. But yeah, I guess just one of those things. This game, I wouldn't recommend it. Like, I don't know, maybe it plays better, maybe feels better on the 3DS, and I think it was on the Vita. I don't, not 100% on that, but maybe it feels better on those particular platforms than it does like a PC, or I think it came out on PlayStation Network and Xbox, whatever. I don't know. I don't know. See, spike strip. Why is there a spike strip right there? In case you need to maybe slow down a guard for a minute? I mean, why is there a spike strip in the middle of Arkham? Like, there's random-ass spike strips. We're not in an area where there's a vehicle could be traversed through. I mean, that looks like, just a random hallway. So why is there a spike strip? Like, maybe there is a reason for that. Maybe prisons have, like, random spike strips like that in order to... I have no idea. But, little things just started... And I have to pull up the map every 3 seconds, because there's a lot of different pathways, some of which wind up to the same area, others not so much. So I wind up having to pull up the map quite frequently, and that's not really fun. I mean, in a lot of games I pull up the objective marker, but that's just because I'm a forgetful person, and want to make sure I'm heading in the right direction. This is just, I have no idea where I'm going. And, yeah, just one of those things. And, yeah, like I said, I apologize. I just was really negative. I've been negative talking now. I haven't really cared for this game. And now look, enemies pad out the game just a little bit longer. Just a little bit. I will say I like the sort of animated kind of cutscenes they did. I actually like that. I'll give them credit there. The voice actors did a great job. Troy Baker's great, as usual. I hope we see him in a lot more things because he's a great voice actor. I personally think he is. I think actually everyone voice acting wise did fine. I think Nathan Fillion, I do believe he still did the Penguin, and Penguin's still good. All of that fun stuff. So, there are good things about it. It's just, I don't know. And it looks, I'll give it credit, it looks pretty good, for a, like I said, handheld game, ported. It looks a lot better than I expected, to be completely honest. Looks a lot better than I expected, so it's got that going for it. But, I don't know. A lot of things, got kind of annoying of the traveling. The side missions are a joke. Like, scanning a, what is it, you scan like a piece of evidence and it's just logged in. That's just kind of a pointless collectible to me. That doesn't really have any flair to it. I mean, the other Arkham games, with the exception of Origins, had these great collectibles that were references to, rogues in Batman's gallery. There were references to, obscure comics. There were references to other villains that may or may not make appearances. They were really good Easter eggs. And the other collectibles, the Riddler things, were great too, because you continued along another storyline, with the Riddler. And in Arkham City, a lot of these, the side missions were actually side missions. Like, you had the one with Hush, you had the Mad Hatter, who throws out a fake cure that tricks Batman. And you go into that little section, you had the, you could find what was her name, Nora. I'm a little tired. Nora, Mr. Freeze's wife. You had to destroy the things of, what was that, Titan with Bane. I mean, they were pretty good side missions. You had Deadshot, that was pretty good. I mean, I thought they were pretty good. I mean, certainly better than what we got here, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I was just having on an off day or something. Maybe I just really wanted to get back to Dark Souls because I fully finished that game. Got the full 1K and all that fun stuff, and I've been playing the PvP like mad. I've got like 15 hours of footage, 15 to probably 17 hours of PvP footage alone recorded. I absolutely love the PvP in Dark Souls 2. It's probably my favorite multiplayer so far of this year. followed by like Titanfall. But yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know. And we've still got one of these stupid little present things left to go get. And you know, I've got to figure out how to traverse this area in order to get there. And then we've got to leave. And I went the wrong way there. I'm trying to figure it out because I don't know. Don't know exactly what my mindset was right here. I just know I really want to get that stupid Joker present before I just lost my mind. I mean, holy crap. It was one of those things, I guess. But yeah. Oh no, I'll probably stop the. I think this video's got a little bit left. Gotta go, like I said, we've got this last present, and then we go to the docks and fight Catwoman, and it's, if you know what you're doing, and I apologize for the but if you know what you're doing, the the Catwoman boss fight is ridiculously just, it's pathetically easy, it's stupid, it's not that fun, and yeah, all those fun things. I will say I like the fact that they're, with the Origins thing, and all these kind of, you know, all the games not made by Rocksteady, I do appreciate the fact that they're teasing things, and I went again. You recall Black Tiger, and same thing with Deadshot, that a certain person has an interest in them, and that person is, I think her name's, actually I'm too tired to even recall her name, but she basically sets up the Suicide Squad, and so far, with the information we have right now, we can assume that there's going to be 3 members. We know of at least 3. We know of Deathstroke, or Slade if you're a Teen Titans fan. We know of Deadshot, and now Black Tiger. So 2 more people to put in the, you know, Suicide Squad, which, if they do correctly, would be a fantastic, I think, experience. Because if you recall in Batman Arkham City, you had this kind of split between, you know, Batman and Catwoman. You know, part of the time you played most of the time you played Batman, but you also had sections with Catwoman. I think if they would put another open world setting and just have it to where, you know, it at various points the story, you know, picks up and leaves off with, you know, different members of the Suicide Squad, I think that could be fine. I think you would have a bit of trouble finding ways for, you know, Black Tiger, of all people, Black Tiger and, you know, Deadshot to explore, you know, move about the environment at a quick pace, but it could be very interesting if done correctly. And I assume they want to do it correctly because they like money and they want this this Arkham series is like the Justice League of the video game, of the, you know, the comic video game landscape, because it's weird. It's weird that Marvel can get the movies right. Marvel's got their old cinematic universe with 5,000 movies and 20,000 TV shows in it. And now DC's got, they're kind of setting up their own thing with the Batman games, the Arkham games. You know, they're kind of branching out. We might get the Suicide Squad. Hey, maybe in Arkham Knight we'll get, you know, a little cameo here and there for maybe Superman or Wonder Woman or something. I don't know. We can assume that these people exist in the same universe, you know, and all that fun stuff. So, I don't know. Should be interesting. Personally, I'm still waiting for I hope Red Hood is in Arkham Knight. I love Red Hood. I've been a fan for... I was a fan before the Under the Red Hood movie, but that really made me a fan. I thought Jensen Ackles did a great job as Red Hood. Neil Patrick Harris was good Nightwing and all that stuff. But, yeah. I think I'm going to, yeah, we've got a little bit. I'll just why not?
All right,
this is the last one, I do believe.
Turn. She'll probably head for the docks.
Yay, costume. Now pretty much we just gotta go back. I think that probably irritated me more than just about anything else, just the fact that I had to keep traversing back. But, you know, just one of those things, I suppose. One of those things, I suppose. I wish there was just a fast travel button. I don't know. Or like from Dead Space, the little line that says, go here exactly. I actually think, yeah, I kind of get a little confused as to where to go right here. Takes me a moment. Couldn't remember exactly where to go. I mean, this, I don't know, the environment just looks so the same in every single section. The other Arkham games, their main areas had very distinct flavors of what they looked like. You could tell the police station apart from the industrial zone. You could tell the wings apart in Arkham, the original one. You could tell all of them apart. This one, it's just like, it kind of blurs into one amorphous kind of dark-looking blob. And again, it doesn't look bad. It's just, it looks like one giant amorphous blob to me. Maybe not to everyone else. I don't know what the general consensus of this game will be. There are plenty of very critically acclaimed games that I do not care for, so for all I know, this game's critically acclaimed. I mean, I don't think it is, but for all I know. Because, hell, I don't like Metal Gear, and that game is critically acclaimed out the wazoo. Let me rephrase that. I love Metal Gear Solid Rising Revengeance, but I'm not sure what the general consensus of that game is either. I just thought it was awesome to play a cyborg ninja while fighting a politician on top of, like, a giant machine thing. He had, like, nanites or something in his body, and he was just kicking the crap out of Raiden. Holy crap. That game also had a good soundtrack. I'm getting sidetracked. Stupid Spike Strip. Go die. Also, Batman, why... I just don't understand why you have... I'm guessing, I know it's because gameplay reasons, and gameplay tends to exist in this separate bubble outside of story. But practically speaking, why is there in your Wayne Tech things inside the prison? Why are the Wayne Tech crates carrying things only Batman would use? Like, why is there a line launcher? If someone were to stumble upon that, notice the Wayne symbol, the Wayne logo, notice there's a line launcher or a grappling hook or a glue gun, maybe they would piece together that, hey, maybe Batman is Bruce Wayne. Wouldn't you think? I mean, these are very specific objects within these crates. Like I said again, I know they exist in a bubble. I know gameplay elements exist outside of a bubble from story. But I don't know, little things like that kind of irritate me just slightly. Just slightly. And why did he get rid of all his gadgets? What practical purpose did he have to not carry the line gun with him? Or like the line launcher or the grappling hook of all things? What practical purpose is there for that to not? I cannot think of a reason. Really can't. Especially since this is, what, 3 months after the events of Arkham Origins?
Okay.
Something like that? Some ridiculous thing like that?
That whole bounty could be yours.
I don't know. I do not know.
Over here! Over here!
Could have... hindsight's 2020. Could have line launched across there, dropped, take down one. It doesn't matter. Just roll and punch them. I will say I like the fact that bodies dissolve like it was some kind of freaking Resident Evil. They just... I just assume they're all zombies or bioorganic weapons or whatever. Yay, freedom! I'm gonna stop right here because we're about to get the Catwoman and the ending is stupid long. Holy crap, is it long. It's long! But yeah, apologize if this walkthrough was over the negative. I apologize for the quality of the first video, the first and part 3 of the known commentary. For some reason, Sony Vegas tends to not like PC gameplay footage and has a tendency to cause those little, green flickers and everything. It's something I fixed. I apologize for that. Hopefully I didn't see any others. So yeah, we're gonna fight the final boss and have a great day. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all again later.
They must have done a job on you in there. Can't you go any faster? Move it!
Catwoman.
Get out of here. I'll catch up. You just can't get enough of me, can you?
Let's get this over with. This ends here.
I hope you've had your shots. We cats are delicate. you would hit a girl. Okay, that hurt. This is where I use my escape clause. Oh, can't see? You really are blind as a bat. Over here. Now I'm over here. Where am I? Ha! Ha!
Who were you working for? Who wanted Bane?
I already told you, I don't know. I was hired anonymously, and received my orders the same way.
And you just went along with that.
Let's just say I was made an offer I couldn't refuse. What if I made you an offer you couldn't refuse?
Federal authorities! Step away from him, Catwoman! I said step away. I won't say it again.
Identification, now.
Captain Rick Flag, Batman.
Never heard of you.
Believe it or not, Batman, there are federal operations you know nothing about, because it's better that way. We're securing the facility. Thank you for your assistance. We'll return her to custody.
Captain, this entire operation was a cover to break Bane out of this cell. Now he is out there.
And we grabbed him before he even made it to the docks. You saved a lot of lives tonight, Batman. You should be proud.
This guy? He's practically a rutabaga. Look at him.
Such a generous guard giving me the shirt off his back. All clear back there.
Released per your orders, Director, with an expunged record and the secret thanks of a grateful nation. Though I don't know why we don't keep a leash on her. She didn't accomplish her primary mission. We had to give Bane back to save face.
Time enough for that, Captain Flagg. Catwoman did do us a great service.
And what's that, Director Waller? Leading us to those two degenerates?
You see degenerates, Captain? I see soldiers.